So you're thinking of buying art. Why? Whatever is driving you, make sure you have the most important reason of all. You like it. No, you love it. You have fallen in love with it. It moves you. It takes your breath away. It takes you back. It reminds you of what could be. It stirs you. This is the most altruistic and sincere reason for buying. For its aesthetics. It's art for art's sake. The second reason, which I suspect is the most common reason why Pinoys buy, there's a blank space on the wall. Nothing wrong with that, but even with this purpose, we still need to buy something that we like because we will be seeing it every day. Just make sure the work matches your home or office color scheme. The work may be nice, but it's the wrong theme, the wrong orientation, or the wrong size. Consider the lighting effect as well. Some galleries offer interior matching services if you need more help. And if you're planning to use the painting as a Zoom background, be conscious of how it appears on the screen. Let your audience still see it. Don't cover it with your head. Whether for aesthetics or functional purposes, make sure that you are paying a good price. Check how his or her other works are priced, especially those that carry the same theme or signature style. And then there's the third reason for buying art, investment purposes. And this is where things get a bit tricky. In buying art for aesthetic and functional reasons, we don't need much outside help other than making sure we are getting what we think is a fair price. If we want something authentic and original, we need to make sure that it is. But if we are okay with a reproduction, paint by numbers, or canvas print, then the purchase is as regular as buying toothpaste. But if we are to buy for a potential return, we need to do a lot of homework, especially if we are wet behind the ears when it comes to art. Be diligent and suspicious when doing your homework. Talk to the right people, like an art professor, a serious art enthusiast, an art graduate, or anyone with nothing to gain financially from your purchase. Again, don't buy what you don't love or understand. Yes, some other works might or will definitely fetch a good price later, but you will have a difficult relationship with it when you start living together and are having a hard time unloading it. And tastes change. What used to be sought after can be overshadowed by newer trends. Supplement your consultation with experts by Googling. Find out if the artist has had exhibitions, especially a solo one, which is a good indicator that he or she is considered high in terms of skill and value by the industry. In short, it is really fine art. Ask galleries and auction houses for the development of the artist's work, not only in terms of price appreciation, but the skills as well, and if the piece you are eyeing is genuine. If a certificate of authenticity isn't available, this is where they can help you by tracing its ownership history, or what is called in the industry as provenance. Naturally, you have to shell out some money for the service, but it's a good investment, especially if you're parting with hundreds and thousands or even millions of pesos. You also need to know if the particular work you want is representative of the artist, as not all works are equal in appreciation. Works have more value when they carry his or her signature style, as well as those that are done early in his or her career. Stick to buying from reputable brokers and galleries, or straight from the artists or their representatives. The internet may be a shopping haven, but it is not without its nefarious elements. What about flea markets or social media shopping sites? Yes, we have heard of stories about finding a treasure in flea markets, but buyer beware. One rule of thumb is when the seller is not selling it as a masterpiece, then chances are better that it might be legit. But if he or she is claiming it to be the real thing and is selling it below the market price, well, like I said, buyer beware. As much as possible, try to see it in actual. Sometimes the beauty of the work comes from filters. Always get a second and even a third opinion. But the most important opinion is yours. If it's good enough for you to fall in love with, even if others say otherwise, For art's sake, go and make it yours till death, or a good ROI do you part.